You're gonna have days where you don't wanna do anything. You're gonna have days where getting out of bed is the hardest motherfucking thing you ever did in your life.
And some of you in your life, the reason why you're not at your goal right now, because you just all about your feelings. You all on your feelings. You don't feel like waking up. Every day you say no to your dreams, you might be pushing your dreams back a whole 6 months, a whole year. That one single day, that one day you didn't get up, could have pushed your stuff back I don't know how long.
Like you do it when you feel like it. You wake up on Monday, you feeling that you do it. But by Wednesday, you're like a university class. You are on beast mode Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday, Thursday, beast mode. See, that's the difference, bruh. Everybody got a dream, everybody got a goal, and everybody wants something. But some days, some people wake up and go, I don't feel like it, and so they don't do nothing, and they're that much further. Some people get up and say, I ain't gotta feel it. My mama need this. I ain't gotta feel it. My brothers and sisters need this. I ain't gotta feel it. I don't feel like practicing. I don't feel like getting out of the bed. I don't feel like doing no drills. But it does not matter what I feel like doing, because this is bigger than me. This ain't about me. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. And I'm gonna take advantage of that. You are where you are because of your feelings. You're not on principles right now. That's not what drives you. You would be a millionaire right now if you stopped going back to bed. Yeah, you got the mentor. Yeah, you got the book. So what? The books can't make you get your butt up.
Stop getting in stuff that once you don't like it no more, you come out of it. Your stuff needs to be sacred. When something is sacred, you don't say, I don't feel like waking up. When you don't want to do it, when you don't feel like doing it, you don't get to say when you want to do it or not. Ain't nothing wrong with your dreams. Your dreams are great. Keep your big dreams. What's the key? Consistency.
Consistency is having a goal, and when you wake up that day and you don't feel like it, you still do what you told yourself you was going to do. That's all consistency is. It is the days you don't feel like doing it, but you look at your wife, you look at your kids, you look at the country, and you realize that I am where I am because of other people's sacrifice. I gotta get up and make it happen, even though I don't want to get up and make it happen.
People think commitment is just saying, yes, I'll do it. But what commitment is staying true to what you said you were going to do long after the mood that you have set it in has left.
It means when you do it, you can't get out of it.
Meaning when you don't feel like getting up in the morning, you get your butt up in the morning, you do what you said you were going to do anyway. Meaning when you don't feel like sacrificing, you get your butt up and you sacrifice anyway. Meaning when you don't feel like being dedicated to it, you stay your butt dedicated anyway because you understand what the process will go on to produce later on in your life.
Everybody say, E, how did you crack the code? I grinded my way through the code. That's how I cracked it. I got up every day at 3. Monday I grind, Tuesday I grind. I don't care what the economy is doing. I don't care who the president is. I just kept grinding. I just kept giving. I just kept going. I kept getting better. Process driven, I loved it. I'm about that life. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. When I want to get up, when I don't. When I feel like it and I don't feel like, why? Because I'm process driven. I'm not feelings driven. Champions are not feeling driven. Champions don't get up when they want to. And there is a championship cornice, and you can't change that. And if we're gonna be champions, process driven.
When you start to slow down, when you start to do something, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna say, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired.
Tired don't mean nothing. Tired is only in the mind. You tell yourself you're tired, you're gonna be tired. I don't get tired.
You have to keep fighting. You have to wake up and do your fucking job. Even if you have to crawl through it, you've got to get up and do it.
And we have to get to the point where we're willing to impose our will on certain things. Life will give in to you if it knows you're serious about whatever it is that you're trying to do. Life will give in to you.
I run my body. I rule my mind. I tell my body what it wants to eat. I work out when I want to work out. Even when I don't feel like it, I work out because it's not what I do. It's who I am. So if you want to be successful, you got to rule yourself.
Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. What's the plan?
Plan it out. Map it out. Think about the timing. Make your move. You gotta schedule action each day, especially when it's difficult.
A calendar, a schedule doesn't have feelings. A calendar does not care if it's your birthday, if it's a holiday, if you're not feeling good, if the world's going crazy. A calendar does not care. A schedule does not care. You do it over and over and over again. It becomes a habit. What you gonna do on Monday? What you gonna do on Tuesday? What time you getting up on Saturday? What you doing on the weekend when everybody else chilling? You better grind. Just keep working. I'm not saying you can't rest, but you only rest when it's going to help you win. You're not resting because you're lazy. You're resting because you're tired. You're not quitting or giving up.
Real people who achieve what you want to achieve, they say, I'm going there, and I'm going to get there, and I'm going to get there no matter what the it takes, no matter how long it takes, no matter what I have to do. That is going to be the result. You have to decide what it is that you're going to become, and you have to dedicate every ounce of your being to becoming that. There is no predestination. There is no meant to be. The meant to be is what you choose it to be.
I don't care where you come from. I don't care what your background is. Don't let nobody fool you. If you're willing to grind every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, if you put in the work, they can't stop you.
How much longer are you going to wait? You going to wait another 30 seconds? You're going to wait another minute? Going to wait another hour? Maybe we'll start in a couple hours. You know what? How about I just wait till tomorrow? You're going to wait till tomorrow? You're going to wait another week? You're going to wait another month? How much longer are you going to wait?
Ain't no elevator to the top. You got to take the stairs. The elevator don't go to the top, man. Not in the world of success. You gotta take the stairs. Y'all gotta start getting gritty, man. You gotta develop some dog in you.
You got to be very intentional and deliberate. The stuff that you're dreaming about, the stuff that you want to happen, it's not going to happen by osmosis. Like, you got to get up and you got to go after it.
And what the enemy wants you to do is get distracted and focus on stuff you shouldn't be just focusing on. He wants you to stay in bed. What he would love to do is for you to waste these next 2 or 3 weeks.
People spend time waiting for when the time is going to be right. They're waiting for the pieces to fall into place. They're waiting for everything to be all set. It's not going to happen. You want to know when the time is right? The time is right now.
If you're going to be successful in life, you got to understand that there's a sense of urgency, that there are only 86,400 seconds in a day. And you got to not only operate in them, you got to do it quick. You got to do it fast. You got to do it in a hurry. Why? Because there's somebody else who's on the same track you on. Somebody else, they're on the same path that you on. It's somebody else just like you trying to do it. And sometimes they're working just as hard as you're working. They're putting in just as much sweat, just as much tears, just as much blood. But you just got to do it what? You got to do it faster than they do it. You got to do it quicker than they do. Are you listening to what I'm telling you? That's why I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, because if you're getting up at 6, you might be smarter than me. You hear me? You might have more privilege than me. You might have more resources than me. You might. But I'm going to get up earlier than you, and I'm going to do it quicker than you do it. I'm going to do it faster than you do it. So by the time you get up with all your resources, by the time you get up, I've already finished the race.
The average performer can say the same things, read the same books, have the same schedule, yet the person who is in a bigger hurry throughout the day ends up winning the day, winning the week, winning the month, winning the year, and winning the life. The present is a gift, and we need to treat it as such.
Pick up the pace. You walking too slow. Pick up the pace. You moving too slow. Pick up the pace. If you want to finish, sometimes you can't just finish. You got to finish fast. You don't have as much time as you think you do. You master the present. You master the present. You master Monday, and then you take on Tuesday. And once you lick Tuesday, then you say Wednesday, come on. And then you take Thursday, and then you master Friday. And then you tell the weekend, bring it on. And when you get to the point where you start winning the day, then you start winning a week, and then you start winning a month, and then you start winning a year. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Start living with a sense of urgency, because you're here today, you're gone today. Life is unpredictable, it's uncertain, there are no guarantees. What's the benefit of your waiting? What's the benefit of your not living your dream?
Either you're going to control your time, or your time's going to control you.
All you have to do to kill procrastination is just start. You just go. And procrastination dies. Just don't allow it. Stop it. And do what you need to do. So don't wonder how you overcome procrastination. It's easy. All you do to overcome procrastination is go. Go through the motions. Get it done. So what are you doing with your time? Are you doing something productive? Are you moving towards a goal, making yourself better? Or are you letting time slip by, wasted?
Do what you need to do to get up, to make yourself get up and get going. And I know you just want to get 5 more minutes of sleep, just 5 more minutes. And I'm telling you, no, rise up and aggressively move forward down the path. Get yourself in the game. Shut down all those pathetic excuses and get after it.
If you're not consistently congruent, and if you're not consistently contributing each day, then of course you're not going to be happy with yourself. It's that lack of daily consistency that ends up hurting our own self-esteem. Because listen, everyone can show up good or happy or joyous or nice or kind or give once in a while. But those who do it on a consistent basis because they demand that of themselves every day, those are the ones who achieve true confidence, true self-esteem, a true life of greatness.
Even if you're nervous, you gotta do it anyway. Even if you're the first one in your family, you gotta do it anyway. You gotta just do it anyway. Why? Because the people that are living on purpose, the people at the top, they don't make excuses, they make a way. Like, you just gotta do that. Like, with some people, it's like, if I'm not being encouraged, I can't make... No, even if you're not being encouraged, do it anyway. Even if you're not being validated, do it anyway. Like, can you just be faithful in the small things? Can you be consistent? Can you be persistent? Can you be faithful in the dark? Can you be steadfast? Can you be unmovable?
Start it, make up in your mind that you're gonna finish it. And if you could get to a point in your life where you finish everything you start, you are going to be miles ahead of everybody else.
Get yourself on the path to health, the path to happiness, the path to success, the path to freedom. And that path is the path of discipline. It is the way of discipline. Get on it and get after it. Discipline equals freedom.
You cannot stop. While you could be working, while you could be further along the road less traveled, you sitting there contemplating, like you sitting there moaning about it. You're sitting there complaining about it. You gotta work.
Get your life in your hands. Like, flat out, if you gonna be a boss,